out, valet, walk out. Up right now. I'm two. On one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy, man. We been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney!
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a moonwalk, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 51 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Green 39!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Right there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
He's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL. I'm here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff for Dre. And he will lose lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play, Tannehill to Parker, 59 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
They'll run it now out of bounds. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watching now, Green 39! Green 39!
Faking the give, Darnold. And got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They run with Powell and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watching now, Barney! Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Over!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On third down, that's Cannon, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A pitch out to Drake. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it. Talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run to Drake, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now Drake. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and now it's third down.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. He dumps it off to Dre. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Darnold on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now on first down, break again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill escapes the sack, shedding the tackle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Toss play, Powell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Powell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
A first down throw, Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Darnold on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Tannehill now to throw. Stills complete. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. It's caught, Stills, right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good. Pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Hey, 20.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They go play action here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Set! Blue lining! Blue lining! Gun!
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go! Play!
From the gun, here's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here we go. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
A give to Drake running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Play.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Darnold dumps off to Powell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Over.
Throwing again is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Leopard.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Faking the give, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Leopard. Here we go now. Green 39.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. The return man is Graham. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Play. Deep. Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
Now Tannehill. And stays over the middle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, 20.
Here's Tannehill. Now he'll escape to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
All right, here we go. 319.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
You got it! You got it!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shouting through the defense, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Play action. It's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tankersley with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.